It's the two best-looking people on LXV.
The two best-looking men on LXV.
It's the only two now. I'm just checking. I've got it muted there. I have. Yep. Evening. There's not me watching, Chris.
Well, we did have a week off last week, so...
We did have a week off last week. That's why we had to come this week.
Give it time. Hello, Andy.
Why have I been drinking? Because I managed to do it properly. Evening free rider, Colin. John.
Long time no see. Hello, Hales.
No, there's no Hales or the Birds this week at all. It's just literally me and Chris because both the Birds are unwell. So this will be a show like no other. We've got a really quite extensive cool wall. We're not padding the show out at all with the cool wall. Honest to God. John, no, I haven't. And Chris has told me you've messaged me on Discord. I will get back to you. And we are covering the other Tita mob tonight. I know you've got issues, buddy. I will get back to you. Yeah. It looks nice, John, but I hear you're having problems.
Yeah.
Yes, I found the Chinese. Colin, thank you.
Oh, you saw the comment on
my cattery post, and yeah, there was lots of different Chinese. Lots of people said the same thing, Chris, on that.
Oh, when I posted it, nobody actually said anything about a Chinese. I don't think.
Oh, a few did in the end. Oh, you think it's the bridge, John? Do you? And not the Bora? Could be the Bora, but yeah, we've got a few things. Obviously, I said about the cool, a couple of segments. And I've got something very special lined up just because it's me and Chris tonight. Just for when Chris starts making his jokes, I can hit the bumper. Thank you, Hales.
And if you noticed, he still hasn't given me control, so I can use them for when he tries to.
No. It's bad enough when me and Hales are doing it and we both bring up the same things and then close the same things.
Yeah, but with me, I'll just leave you two to it during most of the time. It's just when I actually.
It's different when you can actually do it, though, Chris. Then you're more likely to touch it. Lots of good bridges out there, John. Lots of good bridges. But check it's not the borough that's the issue before you go buying a bridge, because boroughs are far cheaper than bridges. That's all I'll say on that for now. Evening, Tracy.
Hello, Tracy.
Giving us a laugh because I've got Chris's bumper ready. And I'm purposely leaving it ready.
It'll take him half an hour to realise where he's put the rest of the cool wall.
That's a good point, Chris. Oh, no, it's there. It's there. It's just above it. That's fine.
You'll still forget.
Yes, you do, It's when you see a comment come up and then flash straight back down, you know we're both going to click the comment to highlight it. This could be interesting. I've got to bring us big to show what we're vaping on, Chris. Seeing as it's only us, mate, do you want to go first tonight?
Can do, yeah.
Let me just try and work out. Oh, yes, there we go. There you go, Chris, all yours.
I'm only on a couple this week. Still on my grenade. In that, I switched up my juice because I got a bit bored of the vanilla custard, and I've gone on to the Grape Berry by Wicked Addiction. Next is still my mini robot. I love that little thing.
I always want to call him the iRobot for some reason. I know there was a film, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a film called iRobot with Will Smith. Just do not mention Jada.
No, definitely not.
All I can say to that one is welcome to the club. Come slap me. Arctic berries in that. Seriously salty Arctic berries in that.
You're actually on salts in it now, then?
I've been on salts on that in that one for ages.
Oh, I thought you're still freebasing.
Nah, that's on the Gig Vape, which is over there. I just didn't fancy bringing it over tonight. Next,
you might do later.
Yeah, I might do later. Yeah, I'm on the Argus, and on that is seriously salty guava passion.
That sounds a bit of all right.
Yeah,
I do love fruits in salts. Fruits in salts are just Is that the lot, Chris?
Yep.
All right, I'll get you off because nobody wants to see that for too long.
Keep your mini robot out of your damn mouth. No, it's out of you. Oh, actually, yeah, it is. Keep it. Yeah. I forgot what he'd actually said at first.
Right, my turn. Good evening, everybody. I'm on my Excellent Pro from Oxford still. Can't get enough of this thing. Absolutely love it. In there, I am running some bar fuel, blueberry, and banana ice. If you haven't tried the bar fuel salts, I highly recommend. So, oh, my little targeting system's back again there, my sniper. Actually, I've just realised every device I'm using tonight is Oxford. I am not associated with Oxford. I just like the devices. Next one is my trusty Velocity. I absolutely love this thing. It's just solid as a rock and just keeps going. In there, I've got some King Donut Delightful Lemon. You can tell I've got a new bulb, can't you? Look how clean that looks now. No yellow. I don't look like I've got jaundice anymore. That's actually my tan.
Actually, yeah, I've just realised that.
And then on my other Excellent, my SQ, Little Diddy, the Wicked Addiction special one. And in there, I do have some Wicked Addiction lemon meringue salts.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Dion.
Dion! And that is me. I've just realised I've got to get myself off large. There we go.
You still haven't taken yourself off large.
On. Well, ha 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 ha.
It took
Every
you too
one
long,
of the dad
and you
jokes
laughed.
tonight is going to get that, Chris. Every one of them. Nope, not sponsored by Oxford in the slightest. I don't even review for Oxford. So that tells you something, because that means I've bought them.
My God, you actually paid for something.
All three of them. Actually, no, that's a lie. The Wicked Addiction one was given me.
It was too good to be true.
I have bought like 5 packs of the coils, though, because I just love them. I hope you're well, Aaron. The Oxford coils, it depends which ones, John. The Velocity ones, I can get up to about 5-6 weeks, depending on juice and things.
Saying that, I changed the coil last week.
You finally changed it?
Yeah. Don't prefer it as much as the 0.6. I do prefer the 0.6 or 7, was it? Something like that.
My Pro coin is the Silver Black Fade. I don't know what it's actually officially called. I don't think I've got the box to hand either. No, I haven't. It's in the house. But yes. The V3 pods, John, are good. I've got a couple of packs of the V2s, and then I've got a couple of packs of the V3s as well. It's just so much handier not having to take the pod off to refill.
John was showing me he's got about 6 boxes of coils.
For these?
I don't know. I think it's for his new AIO.
Is that not bullet? I thought that was a bridge, though.
He's got stock coils in it, from what I can get.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is a good colour, Colin. That is a very, very good colour. So what are you vaping on in the chat then tonight? What you got? What devices?
What's everyone on?
Juice. There's Excellent V2 and the Pro. Not a great deal of difference, Tracy, but there's a screen on the Pro. There is a screen on the Pro that actually tells you stuff. I don't think the V2 has the screen there. And the V3 pods will work in the V2, and they are a better pod.
Oh, cool. I can actually now comment whilst I'm on the main window, and I don't actually need to have the other window open.
Can you?
Yeah.
But so if you comment on StreamYard, it comes up as you?
Should do, yeah. I've just signed in as it.
I thought it'd come up as a channel one. No, it doesn't. Vinny smells. Cheers, Chris.
I didn't say of what.
It's warm. That's all I'll say in my defense. It is warm.
Charming. Oh, I don't know if I actually need to show you, but there's a little extra fella. I did finally finish him.
Oh, you got him painted up?
Yeah, finally glued him all together and painted him, sort of.
I always thought he was a bit darker than that.
No, from what I could see in the pictures and that, he was about that colour.
Oh, Redemption Vape Vanilla Ice.
At the moment, being it's so warm, I've been preferring vapes with ice in them.
All right, yeah. Same here. Damn, Dion. Now there's a setup. Wicked with Dwarf on the tobacco. I've been trying, I've got it just here actually, the King's Custard salt tobacco. And that's quite nice. I don't generally do them, but I had a little try of it at Expo and I bought them. And I just remembered and I've just started vaping it. It helps take the edge off stress. I used to use a Bruise Brothers tobacco when I was mainly stressed. I always carried a pod with stress thing, and it seems to work better. It's probably completely psychological.
I really, I don't like the taste of tobacco like in the vape. It just doesn't seem to work as well for me at all. But then again, I've also found that lately, if I walk by someone that smoked, I don't like the smell. It's just...
Oh, I hate the smell. Absolutely hate the smell.
It's really weird that. Yet when I did smoke, I used to enjoy that smell. It's really weird.
That's a proper setup there, Aaron. Bit of power on the go.
Oh, the Hadron. Or as we called it, the Hard-On.
Yeah. Mr. Intense, he's running a very nice mouth.
Hello, Intense, by the way. Didn't notice you coming.
Who?
Mr. Intense, I didn't notice he came to the chat.
Keep up, Chris, keep up. Mr. Deke in the house. Now, because it's only me and Chris tonight, I was actually going to run a giveaway, but I haven't set it up, so I'll have to save it for another time. And if me and Chris end up doing one again, just us, we will do a giveaway game. And I may steal an idea off somebody that used to be on the show, because why not?
Would it be involved with someone that also, and with one of the viewers that ended up with a microwave on their head?
No, scavenger. No. No. That was our idea, Chris. I'm stealing the idea of somebody else for the giveaway. Nice, Deke. What, you training, Deke, or kids? I'm guessing your kids. Warm for rugby training. Man alive. There's only one problem now I've sorted my lighting out. You can really see my frown lines. I need some Botox. Is there anyone out there that can give me some free Botox? I'll review it for you.
I can imagine you with arse cheek lips.
No, I meant for my forehead, mate, not my fucking lips.
I don't think there's enough bloody left on the planet to fill that forehead in.
Cheers, Chris.
You're welcome.
Oh, dear. Right. Oh, what are you putting there? Yeah, I saw that. Yes, I have had a trim around the sides. Top still as was. I've just... it's under a bit better control now. Still long, still going to ponytail, and the bitch itch, as Chris calls it, and whatever else anyone else wants to call it. It's just a bit better under control. That's all. I actually look quite dark up there now. It's changed. Never mind.
You've been using Just for Men, haven't you?
No, I'm sweaty, mate. No, this hasn't been good. Look at it. It's crazy.
Just Men is a hair dye.
Yes, I know it is, but it's not darker. It's just sweat makes it look wet, which makes it look darker.
Tracy says no, but she likes sharp, pointy things, so she'll give it a go.
I could probably inject myself, actually, thinking about it, so I just need to buy the Botox. I'll have big fucking lumps here and here, and I'll probably completely screw it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother, Vinny. I wouldn't bother. Yeah,
well,
and Colin says the 10 head. It's bigger than a forehead.
So much love in the chat. So much love. Deke has actually been doing the training. Yeah, I imagine that wasn't very pleasant tonight, Deke, at all.
Yeah, Deke, don't jump in the shower. You might slip and fall.
Safety advice from Chris. Safety first.
From the most accident-prone person here.
That means Chris has tried to jump in a shower before, people.
Yeah, don't trust it when they say they can hold 40 stone. Those trays, they don't. I'm only 20.
I've never busted a shower tray.
I
You
haven't
broke a
yet.
shower tray?
No.
All right. I was going to say. I can't remember. I had a discussion point and now I've completely forgotten it.
Welcome to my world lately. I've been meant to say something. I'll be like, oh, fuck. I'll forget it. And then when it's completely past, it's like, I'll remember it again.
Evening, Greg.
Oh, Greg.
Welcome
Don't
to
mention
the
Greg's.
LXV. Oh.
There's one opened up literally down the road from me.
You still wouldn't walk though, Chris, would you?
No, I drive.
You're as bad as me.
Come off it.
Jump in the car.
I've got a Chinese that is literally a 2-minute walk from me, and I get them to deliver it.
Do they walk it to you?
Yeah, the delivery guy will literally walk it to my house and then back again.
Really good, Greg. Thank you. I hope you're well. Just a bit warm tonight. It's a sticky one tonight, that's for sure. I see it don't last long though, does it? It breaks again Sunday, doesn't it?
I don't know. As long as it doesn't rain the weekend, right, I'm fine.
Sunday ain't looking good.
It bloody better be.
Well, not around my way anyway. You are a bit away, aren't you?
Yeah. I am in the Midlands. You're right on the coastline, so...
Yeah.
You get it before me.
I've remembered the talking point. Let's do that. I did mention this on my own wall, so here we go. Now, I imagine Colin might pipe up on this one because it's something I put on my Facebook wall about people repping and things, and all they seem to do is regurgitate the promo literature. Yeah, I think you commented on the post, Chris, actually.
Yes.
And they literally just copied a splurge off the box and what they're told to say. And it's literally just cut and paste off something. They're probably just cutting and pasting off the actual thing they're given.
And what about those ones? Because we get them quite regularly where they are literally a picture of a mod and then they've literally superimposed a picture of a bottle of juice next to it and them saying it's fantastic.
Yeah.
How do you know it's fantastic if you are not using the sodding thing?
It's quite clearly not opened. Yeah.
It's like, really?
Yeah, I thought you'd have picked up on it, Colin. Especially, just literally cutting and pasting it. There must be hundreds of posts a day on social media, and they are just literally cutting and pasting the splurge from the company. Not what they think, not their view, not their words. And it's like, really? You're getting given that device and you cannot be asked to actually write your own little bit to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just cutting and pasting straight off the company. Even just change it into your own words. Yes, exactly, Ailes. You should express your views.
Unfortunately, Deke, you are one of the few people that do. Because a lot of people just get given a ton of free shit and they'll just literally spam the sites and that's it. And then they'll get to it after a couple of months once they've ran through the other free shit that they got.
I'm still after help. Anyone in the chat got a T-Rex RBA? Because John needs to talk to you if you have. But yeah, it really ground my gears the other week, and I just keep seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. That's what it should be like, Colin. That is exactly what it should be like. At least you're far more gentle than I used to be, Colin. Definitely.
But the thing is, I don't blame you. But even if you was, though, Deke, at least you've got the honour to actually say the truth. If it's shit, it's shit. If it's nice, it's nice. The balls
to say the truth and not think, oh, if I don't say what they want me to say, they won't send me more. Jesus, I all through my YouTube reviews, I've always been honest and said what I thought about it. Yeah, companies don't often like it and then don't use you. But if they value an honest review,
Opinion.
version of it, your impression of it, even as a promoter, companies should give you the freedom, and they just don't. They just don't. They some of the companies actually want you to regurgitate their stuff because then you're basically running an advert for them, aren't you? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Which
You're doing free
it
advertisement
is
for them.
anyway, but use your own frigging words. It's just, yeah. You might as well just get your cans out, wedge the device between your cans, and just take a picture of that instead.
Suppose I've got pretty big cans.
Oh, I'm not saying a word, Chris. I'm not going down that route yet.
I say I've seen the size of yours and all. I thought it was Pamela Anderson from the 90s at first.
Oh, I'll run it. I'll run the bumper.
But you're not denying it, though. You have it in your what? That's what it's about, Deke. That is exactly what it's about. Precisely, Tracy. There is absolutely no reason for them.
I actually think some of the companies actually want these promoters, whatever they are, to do that as well, though. I don't think it's just the people doing it out of laziness. I actually think the companies want them to say that. And again, that's just basically saying, here's a device, go advertise it. Don't say anything bad. You know,
cheap advertisement.
Well, it isn't it, Chris? It's a bit, in my eyes, it's if anything, it'll be false advertising because it's not what them people actually think.
It is.
They are just.
But because it's given to somebody, and that like it's not actually a paid promotion, they can get away with it because it, you know, if it's paid promotion or paid advertisement,
you see, YouTube see it the other way, Chris. If you get given the device, they class that as paid promotion. Every one of my reviews now is classed as a paid promotion because I get paid with the device. It's mental, Colin. It's not. It's annoying as hell. When you see 20, 30 a day of the same thing, of 5 different things, it's annoying. In fact, I know exactly what I'm going to do when I start seeing them posts now. I'm still going to approve them, and then I'll let rip.
I mean, like when I asked one of them, how did you find the flavour? And all they did was click like. Like, feedback?
Oh, the honest reviews are out there, Hales. Jesus Christ, they are. But a lot of people won't go wrong with you. You've got to think, a lot of the people, evening Facebook user, please give StreamYard permission to use your name so we know who you are. But yeah, it's just a bit shit. And yeah. And I have another talking point. Oh, wait there. Yeah, let me do it again.
It's Simon Lawrence, by the way. Sorry.
Ah, Mr. Quick Vape. Hope you're well, Simon. Been a long while, mate. Long while. Next thing, and Simon might like this, and I'm just trying to remember what it was in my head before I lose it. Right. Illegal disposables. I found something out recently, which I didn't entirely realise. I suppose it's quite obvious. But your general Joe public, you know, when you get the 4,500, 6,500, 12,000 plus disposables, rechargeable jobs, they don't realise they aren't legal.
Yeah.
I bumped in one of my staff at work, her boyfriend, her partner, her husband's got one, and she was telling me about it, and I went, you do realise that's not legal? I went, he's not broke the law, the shop have.
Mm-hmm.
And he went, "What?" She was like, "What do you mean?" I went, "Well, that won't be UK tested." I said, "Obviously, there's been stories in the press recently about these things giving off lead fumes and things like that off the coils and everything else that's damaging kids and things." I went, "That's because it won't be UK tested at all."
Yeah.
She was like, "What do you mean?" I went, "It's technically, I mean, he's not broke the law, the shop has, and probably the company bringing it in, but that won't have gone through any sort of testing." She was like, "Oh, bloody hell, I'm going to tell him not to buy them anymore, man." And it's just like, Jesus, how many people's like that? And then I went, my local shop is still selling them, even though I've reported them to trading standards 4 times now. And I saw he looked just about old enough to be vaping it. I mean, it's hard to tell with kids these days. And he was vaping away and with his mates and things. And I was just like, "But you know that hasn't been tested." He was like, "What are you on about?" I was like, "It's not been tested." I went, "You could be inhaling lead fumes and all sorts of that." He went, "But I've just bought this from the shop." It's not it's not
It's
kosher.
not
It's not
legal.
been tested any way, shape, or form. Oh, fucking no. We went back in the shop and swapped it. Yeah, he ended up with 2 health bars, but at least they've been through UK testing, and you know you're going to be inhaling what you should be inhaling.
Mm-hmm. So,
I guess you would be, Simon.
a good friend of mine, he decided randomly, due to high levels of stress due to his job, to take up vaping. Now,
Right.
he's the same age as me, so I can't say shit. He's never smoked. He liked his drink, but that was about it. He'd never smoked. He decided out the blue to start vaping, and he's been using those stupid big fucking illegal vapes, and he buys them from his local corner shop.
For about 16, 17 quid as well, I bet.
Yep. Yeah. I didn't realise until I was around his house at the weekend, last weekend. Was it Tuesday? I was at his house, sorry. And I'd gone out for a vape, and he pulled it out his pocket. First, I knew about it. Obviously, I've gone told him the same as what you've told your friends,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I just use it every so often. I've had it for about a week now." Well, how many have you been buying? "Oh, I've been doing it for about a year now." I'm like, "Why didn't you come and speak to me?" And that lot
Yeah.
goes, he goes, one of the guys at work was telling me about them, how good they are, and that lot. I'm like, well, obviously he's a fucking moron because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Compared to someone that's been vaping for 10 years.
I mean, I don't know the
No,
solution to
Colin.
this. Here we're back. He's got little ones awake. I don't know the solution to this. I'm guessing it's probably through education, but surely this is something that the UK VIA need to be all over. I know I've badmouthed the UK VIA lately, and I still don't think they're doing the right things for the vape industry, personally. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just reading
Too
that
true,
myself.
Simon. Too true. Yeah. I
Although
totally agree, Simon.
I can't really say too much. Being when I started vaping, I started on 24 milligram.
It was different then, though, Chris, wasn't it?
Yeah, we
It
was using
wasn't.
silica wicks. The devices were really low power compared to what you can get this day and
You see,
age.
I really wish you was on the show, our post expo show, Simon, because UKVIA, I know John fairly well. Expo, every disposable stand was members of the UKVIA. It just feels, and this is what we've expressed in recent weeks, that the UKVIA are more behind disposables than traditional rebuildables, coils, etc., at present. That's just how I'm interpreting things. You probably know far more than me because you're much more involved. It's just the vibe is from your hobbyist type vapors is getting to the point where it's against the UK VIA, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Silent assassins. We'll see. We'll see, Simon. It was really weird at Expo to see all these companies that still had illegal vapes on their stands members of the UKVIA. And there was them. They was there. There was quite a few of them. And it's just, I know we're diversifying off the subject slightly here. For me, it was a bit concerning. Maybe I'm reading the rhetoric between the lines on the UKVIA wrong. I don't know. There is an open invitation to the UKVIA, and I have spoken to John about that to come on and express things. Hopefully one day that will happen. Yeah, Hales is saying you can't call him a moron, Chris.
Yeah, I did reply back saying I do know the guy, and he makes me look like a fucking genius.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. Well, it is definitely a learning curve.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I mean, both of me and you have been vaping for quite a while now, and even we still learn things now and then. We'll never not know something.
Every day is a school day, Chris. Every day is a school day. It really is. And vaping is definitely one of the things where you learn something new every day.
Yeah. Including a core can literally melt. Especially if you put it on your drag to clean the coil, forget it's on 60 watts, and then go and pulse it, and it's only a single coil.
It's a single coil mouth to lung coil. Yes, that fucker will melt.
I was like, I just literally just went like that, and he went, oh, the fuck? Took me ages. I looked at the mod, I was like, ah. Well done, genius.
Oh, Lord. I love that bumper. That's going to get so much use going forward.
It was in this as well. And I'd only put the coil in about 2 weeks prior.
You idiots.
Yeah. So, what did I learn that day? Check your wattage.
Or do like I did, Chris, and have one for your mouth to lung and one for your normal coils. That makes a bit of sense.
Technically, I could pulse it on this, but
You can pulse it on that. I have done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I prefer to shove it on my drag. The drag I've stopped using as a normal vape, and I've literally solely used it as a pulsing mod for a long time now. Yeah, it's not how to vape, it's how not to re-wick.
Can't wait, won't wick. We've got to get t-shirts made of that. We have got to get t-shirts.
It's got to have the pepper, the red and green pepper in the background, though.
Yeah. Might get done for copyright there, though, as well.
No, it's only vegetables, though. It is only a vegetable. You can't copyright a vegetable.
Try telling that apple that, Chris.
Well, that's apple, though.
Yeah, well, it's still an apple. And they still went after the Beatles.
They went after the Beatles.
You know what, Chris?
They went after the Beatles.
Yes, because the Beatles record company's logo was an apple.
Was the Beatles record label older than Apple?
Yes. But they never copyrighted the logo.
As smart as their charging leads, that.
Right, that's the only shit I've got to discuss. So now we're going to do a mammoth cool wall with just two of us. Now, you will notice some subtle differences in the pictures on the cool wall. I will explain why shortly. Right, the subtle differences here. Some of this cool wall is my doing, and some is Hale's doing. So you will quite clearly know which ones I've done and which ones Hale's has done. Because Hale's are the ones that look quite professional and have all the information, whereas mine don't.
Yeah, yours was uploaded at 7:59.
No, mine was uploaded last week, mate, for last week's show, which we couldn't do because of various things, which I'm not going into. Tracy used to message you for advice.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Even I was shocked.
Oh,
What else do you recommend on this single cell 18650 mech mod? 0.07. Oh, sorry, that was to the people. That was to the people that I didn't like. Sorry, but then come off it.
Anyway.
We all did it. We all did it.
I can't even remember the name of this one because I've cut the name off it. It's a Tita. It's the Vapon Tita borrow device, not the one that John in the chat was asking about. This is the older original one with the clip-in pod. You will be pleased to know, Chris, it comes with the borrow and the deck.
Same with the one that Scott's got as well. Scott, you know. John got.
John. Yeah. Now, the retail price on these vary massively.
Hi,
depending
Nick.
on where you go. Who?
Nick Ryan.
He's just Nick Ryan. Evening,
Rin.
Nick. Hope you're well. But I actually really like the look of that. It's very minimalistic.
Right, let's have a look.
Chris is going to go find a price and go, no, I don't like it. And John says it's a poop deck. Isn't that on a boat, John? A poop deck? Oh, you're well, Nick. Thanks. Chatting in ages.
It's not the Kuka, is it? KUKA?
No. That's the one John's got.
Okay. No, the Tita X.
Tita.
Is it the X?
I want to say, yeah. The fire button. That's a damn good question.
Oh, right. No, it's not the X then. So it's just the standard one because the X is 90 quid.
Yeah, this is just the standard one. I believe the fire button is round the other side to answer that question, Mr. Intense. Because obviously you've got that front plate that goes on and creates the airflow and covers the screen and buttons up and the port and everything. And I believe the fire button is round the other side. On the back side of it. Not on the bend, on the flat bit behind the tank.
I do think it may actually be the X.
Yeah, I think it actually is, Chris. Yeah, it's on the side, on the other side of it.
Side fire.
Yeah, it's about between 80 and 90 pounds, depending on where you look for it, with the deck and the burrow and everything. I absolutely adore the colour, Tracy. The colour is very much me. Very much me. I do love a purple.
That looked more pink to me.
Yeah, but you think my bloody billet box looks pink. And it's not, it's purple. About 80 odd quid with everything thrown in on it. I did the research last week.
Yeah, but you couldn't remember.
I can't remember shit. I can't remember yesterday. Never mind last week.
It takes 18650s or 217s, apparently.
Yeah, it comes with a sleeve. I remember that. Go on, Chris. You cast your vote because I imagine this could be going to the chat.
I mean, yes, it's cool because you've got everything. It's, you get everything.
Mr. Intense Sci-Fi Burrow. I don't like it. I'm always professional, Hales.
No, you're not. You're as professional as I am.
The amateur hour.
I'm gonna go cool. If it was cheap, it'd go up.
You see, now it's not going to go to the chat, Chris, because I actually agree with you. It does only go cool. So, wait, I'm supposed to do a bumper thing now, aren't I? Well, I shouldn't be left to my own devices here. It goes. It goes cool. Now, the next one has actually got some details on it. It is still one of mine, so I do apologise. And it is this dinky little thing. The Lost Vape Ursula Baby Pro pod kit. Now, they did release this as a normal just a baby without the Pro bit. And it, once again, like Oxford, the Pro bit means it's got a little screen on it for you to have a look at. Now, these are currently kicking around for around 25, 26 pounds, depending on where you go. Chris is probably going to find one that's a lot more expensive than that.
No, in my blood, look, yeah.
Yeah, that's better, Simon. We can see you.
No, 20 quid.
Yeah. Which for a Lost Vape isn't bad. Now, I will just put a caveat on that information. And I don't think the pods are that great. Because that actually uses the same pods as that pocket one I got with the games on it.
Mm.
And them pods are sadly not that great. Flavor is limited. But that little thing comes with a lot of things within it. But like I say, I don't think Lost Vape's pods and the coils in the pods are that great for flavor compared to other devices. Sorry, Lost Vape, you don't like me anyway. Chris is just scanning all the information about it quickly before he decides.
5 to
Hales
25
doesn't
watts.
like it.
I'm not exactly liking it myself, to be honest.
Yeah, so there you go. Simon's just said they were selling them for $24.99, but had several back due to poor pods. The pods, unfortunately, from Lost Vape are very disappointing. Very disappointing.
I mean, considering it's a Lost Vape as well, it's just...
It's well made. It will be well made because it's Lost Vape, but like I've highlighted and Simon's sort of confirmed it, the pods are... The coils poor. Really disappointing. I have to agree, John. Them and the Cross from Vaporesso for coil wise, the Cross 3 is just immense in my eyes. Go on, Chris, where are you going to put it?
I'm going to be kind and go uncool.
And I am going to put it in my porta potty. So the next rating in chat will decide where the Ursula Baby Pro or whatever the hell it was called, that thing.
Baby Ursa. Well, Ursa Baby.
Will decide what category it goes in.
And longevity, the pods are nowhere near the X-Lim or X-Ross.
Oh, we have a vote, and it is going... With it just for the ending. With it just for the ending. We are children.
Vinny's in his 40s, I'm coming into my 40s, and we both still giggle at farts.
You've got to giggle at farts.
Yeah.
I don't care how hard you drive, you're a man, you still giggle at farts. My youngest often looks at me when I do it, and I giggle every time. Even and he just looks at me and goes, "You're still a child, Daddy." Like, yep, I sure am, son.
Apparently to my wife, when I fart in my sleep, I giggle.
Oh, that's ace, Chris. Right, now we're going on to the much more professional ones. So this is the Haley section of the call wall that she put on, which we're going to borrow and do because why the hell not? Because we ain't got a shit house. I'm honest. And the next one is the Aspire Cyber G Pod. That actually looks rather nice. Again, taken on from the Vaporesso thing with the Luxes with a little clear bit so you can see the chips and things. Quite nice. It's Aspire, so the coils should be good. I'm guessing that's a 2 mil capacity. I think Hales probably hit the exclamation mark, so she was holding the shift down when she pressed 2. And it does restricted direct to lung and mouth to lung. in a handy size. Doesn't say. It was 850 mAh battery. Not going to last great, but Type-C charging, so it will charge quite well. And it is Aspire. Go on, Chris, get looking.
I already am. How much did it say on there?
It said $17.99.
That's exactly what I'm looking at on here. Ugh, they do a shit brain one.
And Simon says that they're really selling them really quick at $17.99 and leak proof.
I'm looking
3.5 mil pods.
I'm looking at a vape site, and I'm offering 3 free bar salty liquids as well with the purchase of that vape
for $17.99.
For $17.99. So either that's really, really crap, or that juice is extremely shit that I have to literally give it away. I'm going with the latter.
I'd go with the latter on the juice.
That's where I see it. I've tried bar juice and it wasn't. Yeah.
Yes, Hales, it is a good job, and I agree. It does look a nice little starter mod.
It does look like a little starter mod.
It looks really, really nice. It reminds me a little bit of the I can't remember who it is now. An expensive pod that one of the billet companies do. It looks really, really nice. And 3.5 mil tank. I don't quite know how they're getting away with that, but I'm guessing it may have a removable bung. They look really clean. I do like Aspire products.
And I do like the fact that you've got a choice between the button or an auto draw. I think.
That's the same with the X-Link Pro, though, Chris, as well. I'll just point that out. That's why I always have it on auto draw and turn the button off.
Yeah, I have found that I do kind of like the auto draw.
It's handy when you're driving and don't have to think too much, and you can just drive and vape. And I've even started using chuffing lanyards because of that as well.
Tracy said if it's anything like the Aspire Flexus stick, it will definitely be worth more than they charge for it.
That's a good shout, then. That's a damn good shout. See, I'm looking at things like this now slightly differently. I'm looking at holiday mods, and that's the sort of thing. You go on a 2-week holiday, you take it with you. Chances are you perhaps may need one spare coil, and you're laughing.
Yeah, especially for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Call it a holiday pod.
Side fill. The pod looks like it's a side fill from Google Images.
Which is a plus. I think you can just see the bung there, can't you, Chris? Look, there's a little triangle pointing at it on the left-hand picture.
Yes.
So, yes, it's definitely a side fill. That is annoying when you have to take a pod on and off to fill them up.
Let's have a look at how much their coils are. Well, the replacement pods.
That's the one I was on about, Simon, the BP one. I think that's going to be considerably dearer than that from what I've seen elsewhere.
You can go, I'm looking on one site, then £5 for 2 pods. You got a choice between 0.8 and 0.8 ohms and 1 ohm.
Oh, why did it go point? I like my salts at 0.6. That's my sweet spot for salts. Personally. Right, Chris, let's move on to voting on the Cyber G pod from Aspire. Last quick look at it. What do you think, Chris?
As a starter mod, I'm going to say, just on the view of a starters mod, I'm going to go Sub-Zero for a starters mod. If I'm looking at it as my point of view, I'd probably go Cool. But I'm going to look at it as a starters mod.
Which one are you going for?
As I said, as a starters mod, someone that's starting out. I'll have to change the way I'm looking, because I look at things that, would I buy it, would I want it, kind of thing. And a lot of the time I look at a lot of mods, I'm like, no, because I like different kinds to most. I am a weird one.
Right, so where are you putting it? I'll ask you.
Sub-Zero. I did say,
right.
I'm looking at it as someone as a point of view for a starters mod.
And I'm looking at it as me, Chris, because I like using pods. I fully admit that. I don't hide away from that fact. I've got 2 on the go tonight, for God's sake. And I'm also going to put it Sub-Zero, but for me, because I actually would buy that.
At 17 quid with a couple of salts, I'd probably give it a crack. Like,
guess what, Chris?
This one.
Yeah, exactly. I agree, Simon. Bang for buck, and yeah, Dispo killer. Someone's got to get rid of him. Jesus Christ. Someone has definitely got to get rid of him. Now, this one, Chris, this is the next device we on the show actually all have.
Oh.
It is the Geek Vape H45 Classic, which we all own. Thanks very much to our sponsors, Geek Vape, for those devices. And there is one in the giveaway packet, which we will give away later in the year. Now, this is a more expensive pod device, but you have greater options on the coils. You can direct to lung and mouth to lung off this. There is a wide choice of coils in the B series. All the information's there. It is basically like a... Oh, Jesus, Chris. Completely lost my trail of thought there, Chris.
And I can actually confirm you can direct along the salts on this. If you remember. If you remember at the expo.
The device comes... What was the lowest on, Chris, that you did that with? Is it 0.2?
No, it's 0.4. Oh.
So the 0.4 on coil is supposed to be for direct to lung. Chris put salts in it and direct to lung it.
And you know what? It was so smooth. It did not actually hurt. It actually felt like I was actually still vaping freebase. I'm not joking.
I've actually got the box just here. So, yes, there is a silver one in our giveaway packet for our giveaway when we do that later in the year. Still sealed and everything, look. Thank you again, Geek Vape. Tracy likes the look of it. Really? Hales says it's really nice to hold.
It's freakishly light. It's like
it is so light.
Heavier than that. It is.
Yeah.
How have you made it so light?
And what cell was it? I can't remember off the... Look how many apparently are in that battery. 1,400. 1,400. I don't get how it's that light. I really don't.
Neither do I. And I like the fact that you get a little bit of pleather with it. It ain't going to be real leather, but it's going to be plastic leather, as I call it.
Leatherette.
Yeah, leatherette, pleather. Fake leather.
See, Mr. Lawrence says it's ugly as fuck. It's so light, though, Simon. It is unreal. Chris said, it's lighter than most normal pods. It's just really, really weird.
My mini robot weighs he's literally...
Well, that's steel, Chris. That's going to do, isn't it?
Yeah. But then even this Argus is
heavier.
A lot heavier than the 45.
Mm.
And
that's a really strange device.
That's still got the same coil that I put in when I actually picked it up at the expo. It is needing changing because the flavour profiles literally over the last few days just plummeted. But I'm not getting a burnt taste from it. Which is a good sign because that's usually the problem.
Oh, Simon, that is ace. I love that. I need to add that as my tagline.
But you don't perform well.
And Hales has just said she's not even changed her coil yet. She's used it quite a few weeks on the show as well. So I've not changed mine yet, actually. Mine's in the house. I actually own the pink one that is the picture because everyone else picked the nice colours, so I got left with a pink. But yeah, I absolutely love this
Actually,
device.
you just gave me the black one.
Did I? I thought you chose the black one.
No. I chose the...
If you're complaining, Chris, you can always give it back.
No, I ain't complaining. I'm just saying you just gave it. I ain't fussed.
That's
Pink,
interesting.
silver,
Simon says
black.
the drag E60 is the same sort of size and everything, but has more mar.
Oh.
I wonder if it's as light, but obviously we're not. That's purple in the picture. It looks pink to me. That's a pink. It's the same as
No,
mine.
that does look purple.
Oh.
Shh! Don't tell
Let's just move on swiftly from that, Deke, I think. I'm quite interested to see where you put this, Chris. And I do want you to be honest, even though it is from Geek Vape, our show sponsor.
Oh, you know, I'll be honest. I don't give a flying fuck if I upset them or not. End of the day, I'm going to give my honest opinion.
I've upset them enough in the past, Chris, so it's fine.
The thing is, though, they've gave us as a sponsor, and they want us to know what we honestly think of them. And I'm going to say it. I fucking love it. I did not think I would love pod systems. As you know, I've always said I've never been a fan of them. Just don't like stock coils, the lot.
Love that. Spec Davis. my typing skills are contagious. So Hales is saying cool. I'm slightly torn between two, but I don't want people to think I'm sucking up as well. Go on, Chris. I can tell you are as well. It's one of them things, isn't it? It's quite awkward.
I'm not sucking up for shit because I don't give a flying fuck. If the man grew me, I'll happily send it back to him with a new bloody coil. But I'm going to put it as cool.
You've just gone cool. See,
I'm yet to change the coil. If that's because that can be bloody annoying because it is quite tight in there.
And Geek Vape coils can be really hit and miss as well, but these ones seem to perform really well. The B series. I'm people know I don't hide away from my views, and I'm actually going to put it Sub-Zero because I think it's pretty epic. Also got to take into account it's dust-proof and waterproof,
and vinny-proof
as well. I'm vinny-proof because mine's still going. Which can't always say that. So it goes to the chat. Next vote decides where the H45 Classic from Geek Vape goes on the cool wall.
Yes, they have, Tracy.
Yeah, I agree, Tracy. Pods really have, flavor-wise, stepped up a bit. They needed to as well, though. The old pods, some of them were a bit diabolical. And it's cool. There's 3 cools. So the Geek Vape Classic H45, which is a real mouthful, goes. And it doesn't look like we're sucking up. Next one. There's 2 more people, if you're just wondering. And I've seen these already kicking around in the... okay. In the used market, it is the Somant Night 40-watt pod kit.
Smowen is still going.
Oh, yes, they are indeed, Chris. They
the
are
last
indeed.
one
Was it Expo? There was at Expo.
I can't remember who was at Expo, to be honest. I remember seeing Johnny and chatting to him, saying hello to a few others, CC coils and all that, but that's as far as I can.
See, that to me isn't a looker.
No. It looks like there's too much plastic. Looks like you changed most of the mod when you changed the pod, kind of thing.
Yeah, they've clearly gone for the see-through look and thrown in a bit of metal around the...
But then Smowen used to do that with their other one that they did. The one that looked like it had... You could see like scaffolding inside it.
Yeah.
With the exoskeleton. I really wanted one of those back in the day. But I just could never find them.
This is very sort of 2010, 2011 in looks for me. Perhaps, no, not that far back. 2015-ish, somewhere around there, looks-wise. It reminds me very much of something Rinko would do, which is probably not a great advertisement for the device. Slightly better MAR battery, but it's a lot bigger than the previous one we did. Type-C, I'm going to take the picture down because it's starting to hurt my eyes. That is really fugly.
I wouldn't say it's fugly, but it's definitely one of the women that you pull at the end of the drinking night.
There is some serious hate going on in the chat. Oh, I've not taken the bloody picture off. Get off.
Looks like a transformer gone wrong. if that plastic kit, I'm waiting to hear
It is
that
plastic
noise again. Getting home. The coils will be the headache.
Smoke coils.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yeah, they're non-existent.
It looks, like I say, it looks like a pod of yesteryear. It looks like the shit pods we were just talking about that won't have flavour.
And Tracy said they've come a long way in the last few years, and then Smoke come up. Like, hold my beer. I'm like, hold my beer. I'll show them how to do it. Yeah.
John says that much to live in the bin. It's not a bin, John. It's a porta potty.
I'm going to say we've got rid of the bin. We've just gone to the Vinny's porta potty, which he still hasn't emptied for the last 2 years now. And he's shatting it. Let's just put it that way.
I don't know if I have. I can't. Oh,
you've told us you have. You've told us you have a bunch of times that you have gone number 2 in there.
I'm trying to remember when the toilet was blocked. I think everyone might have used it then. Oh, man.
Yes. Yes, John.
Where are we going to go, Chris?
Just play the bump because you know where it's going. There's no need. Come on. It was obvious where that one was going. I mean, Smoke used to do some all right mods back in the day in my eyes, but that's when I did first start vaping, start venturing out.
That thing was fugly. And the final one of a extended call, we shall call it tonight, is
the sex toy.
Now, just remember, I haven't picked this, and no, it's not Voopoo, because it does look very Voopoo and a little bit Geek Vape.
It looks like something that you buy out of Ann Summers.
Are you relating that more to the colour?
The colour and the shape of the base.
Are you imagining it with a vibrate setting?
It's got a vibrate setting?
No, I said, look at the fucking price of it.
Yeah, no.
See, I actually like.
Trust the Scottish guy to like the bloody colour.
The colour's not that bad. Oh, why have I done that? Get off. Jesus Christ, I put it on solo. Yes, it's a smock, but I didn't put it on.
No, Hayley did. And I think she was kind of looking at Ann Summers at the time.
I actually agree. I don't mind the colour. I'm not going to buy it. That's too expensive for that, for me, in my eyes. Although
75 quid for a smock.
45, Chris. 45.
Sorry, 45 quid, yeah.
But it's the same price area as the Drag M100S, which is a lot better looking than that.
Yes, you are. Intense. Yes, you are.
I'm tempted to buy it. We are causing splits tonight. You see, the thing is, yes, it's smock. The smock coils are hit and miss. They have improved, but I don't know what coils that runs. Does it say that on there?
Well, it's got the runs.
It's the TA series coils. I've never tried them because obviously I haven't had a new smock in a long while.
Well, smock coils, in my opinion, are as useful as using fishnet stockings as a mask on a bank robbery.
Nah, mate, they improved massively from when they started doing the Nord things. When you start seeing billet boxes and things like that making burrows for smock coils, you know they've improved. And they continue to do that through the latter half of the TFV 16 sort of era, 17 and 18. Definitely improved their coils. It's just It looks like a Voopoo mixed with a Keep Vape.
Mm.
I understand the grip with the fire button trigger where they put the fire button and things. I got it with a dual 18650. As a single, it doesn't really work as look like a grip. Mag even, not grip. Grip's completely different.
A whole better mod. But here's a talking point for you. Did you not hate the original mag?
The OG mag, is that the one I've got?
The big red one, yes.
Got it.
The original one that you brought to Expo with you. You said at first you liked
to an Expo.
Yes. We was trying it in the what's it? In the Weatherspoons when we all had breakfast. Yeah, outside. And we was all laughing
Didn't you actually like it?
No, I was actually we was laughing at it because literally the flavour profile was not even there. And that was using some of the best cores that they had from what you was telling us at the time.
Yeah, it was.
I had better flavour coils from a single coil. Well, a single wire bloody coil that I could make in a few seconds, kind of thing. Hey, Mark.
Evening, Mark.
And even you said after a little while you hated it.
It was, yeah. It kind of looked all right, but it just didn't fit in the hand too well. And I've got big hands, let's be honest.
Mm.
Where are we going to go, Chris?
I'm going to go shit bucket.
Oh, shit. I've just spilled whiskey everywhere. Excuse me. I'm not wasting any.
Fucking alcohol. Look at that deep throat job. You tell what he looks like his days off.
Yeah, whiskey.
Yeah. No gag reflex either.
It's dripping everywhere. Sorry about that. That must have looked really gross. Excuse me. Go on, Chris. Where are you going to stick it?
Shit bucket.
Shit bucket?
Into your porta potty.
Oh, I'll go find the bumper again because, yeah, I completely... I love it. I just love that.
It still reminds me of the time when you let one rip live on air and just completely killed the show.
I actually, when I first noticed it on the end, I did think, was that it? Was that mine?
Wouldn't surprise me if it was.
No, it wouldn't me either because Haley made it.
Yeah, she could have just the same clip.
I ain't wasting a drop of my whiskey. Damn no.
Imagine you didn't catch it before it hit the bottle.
So that was a very, very porta potty loaded cool.
And Vinny's now got to go and empty it. Or try to move it now with all these mods in it.
With all these mods in it. Block the sewers. Not with things that are in it. Jesus Christ. Well, there we go, folks. That's the cool wall. I'm not going to apologise for it being so long because we needed it that long.
Yeah, me and Vinny trying to keep this show running by ourselves. Oh, God.
Now we're going to struggle.
Just a touch.
We either go booze, food, motorbikes. Actually, before we do that, have you actually seen anything coming out, Chris, that you actually quite like the look of lately? Other than the Drag 4, which is still not quite out here yet. Because I remember at Expo you liked the look of that, didn't you? We all did, actually.
To be honest, I'm not really sure. I haven't really... Being my pennies have been going elsewhere. I haven't really been looking.
That's probably a wise thing, not to look. Because then you don't do things like I do and go buy that Lost Vape thing with the kid games on it. Well, not kid games. One of the games I'm completely addicted to. All I do is play the games on it and not vape it.
What game is that?
There's a slot machine game on it. And I just can't stop playing the slot machine game. The actual images on the slot machine thing are actually vape things, not like the old bars and things like that. It's actually vape pictures and stuff.
Nice.
I just sit there playing the game. I don't take it to vape. Jesus, I took it to work the other day. They didn't even have a pod in it. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Intense. There is a major cost of living crisis, and I ain't vaping. I ain't wasting no whiskey. You got them inside. I didn't think they was in the UK. Oh, maybe I pissed Vupo off. I haven't been offered one yet. Did not know there was here. Bugger me. You haven't missed out, Ales. We're just starting to fill and talk about cost of living and not wasting whiskey because of the cost of living crisis. Don't care if I had to deep throat the bottle. I'm not wasting a drop.
You just outed himself about you just outed yourself about your OnlyFans and how you get it.
Shut up. Like I've got OnlyFans. Jesus Christ, I'd be hideous.
There'll be a market out there.
So that sounds like you're encouraging me to do it. Nice,
Well,
Simon.
not.
You got any left? Actually, Vupo are quite slow off the mark. Obviously, they send them out to the bigger reviewers first, and I'm obviously like
Small
the
fry.
Z list. What was that, Chris?
Small fry.
Yeah, I am. And I know that. Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
Just imagine him dancing around in a mankini. Oh, that's gross.
I've done far worse than that, Chris, in my life.
Yeah,
Just
we
not
noticed
for a
by the
long
deep
while.
throat. Could tell by the deep throating.
I wasn't wasting any.
No wonder you
Jesus.
use the favourite at your rugby club.
No wonder I was what at the rugby club.
I said, no wonder you use the favourite at the rugby club.
Oh, I'll have to have a look. So I don't know if I'll have to wait until payday and then have a look. Oh, you got the wooden ones. I love the wooden finish ones.
Oh, you like
They're
wood, do you?
really nice. Oh, fuck.
And bubble glass for the U4 cell tank.
Oh, I've got bubble glass anyway with the M100 that I reviewed for him, I think. So I can do that. Slightly confused.
You'll have to go check after the show.
No. There's something popped up down below.
Oh.
Don't entirely know why, but never mind.
An update,
Oh.
a message.
I'll drop you a message, Simon, later and just find out price and things. I will have to wait, though, and I do have an holiday to pay first. Oh, now see, look, he's trying to draw me in.
He's on the cell. He's got the fish on the reel. He's trying to get it in. He's got the fish on the hook.
You watch. I'd go buy one, and then they'll send me one. That's my concert. Well, not my concert.
And then what you can do is just send it me.
No. What? I like ginger ale and a slice of lemon.
I think Mr. Intense is a little bit behind here.
I'm not drinking gin. It's Bushmilk.
I got asked today if I'm an alcoholic. I'm like, I don't drink. No, are you sure you're not an alcoholic? Apparently, it's on my records that I drink heavily.
Wait there, how's Mark got one of them? They've not sent me one yet. That sucks ass.
Because I send them to real reviewers.
Now I know why she sat down there. That was not me. We now have someone else who's not on the live in control of things.
Haley.
She's poorly, but she's now taking
She's
over
playing us
the
up.
controls. Oh, shit.
You gave her the control.
I can't take them off either.
You can't change the password.
It doesn't do that. It auto generates every time you log in.
Oh,
So everyone's is separate. Oh, Simon, drop me a price.
There you go. It's pretty much on the boat.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. Might have to. Any one-on-one or anything, Chris? I'm sure you won't have a rant, so I'm not going to ask you that. You know what? No, I'm not going to do it. I was going to do a thing, but I can't be bothered. So we
You were doing
will
my little rant earlier.
go to where the hell? There it is. We did warn it might be a short show tonight, but we really wanted to come live tonight and talk to everyone and everything. So, questions from the chat. You've had a drag for ages. You're just rubbing salt in the wound now, Mark. I used to like you little bastard. I'm not taking your coat to Expo ever again. Questions from the chat. Anybody got a? I feel afraid asking that.
Ether Borrow, yes or no?
Yes or no? It depends who you listen to, John. Thanks, Hales. It depends who you listen to. I'd go for the latter ones because they seemingly wick better because obviously they've got the big metal coil wicking system. Some people love them and some people say they don't work. It's one of those things. It's just... I will, Simon. I will, definitely. I'd PM you now, but I'm still on the show. Oh, Mr. Intense. Now, there's a question, Chris, we can relate to.
Question, fry ups or Sunday? Oh, that one's a hard one.
That's a really...
Oh, that is a difficult one.
I'm going to sort of throw a spanner in this. I haven't actually had a fry up since October last year.
No.
And I actually stopped at the shop tonight on the way home and bought bacon, black pudding, sausages and everything. And I'm having a fry up tomorrow. But I absolutely adore a proper Sunday dinner. Proper veggies, you know.
See, it depends on
Zippy!
Hey, Zippy! Yeah, well, it depends. If you go into what's it?
Yeah, if you have the fry up in Witherspoons, it'd be a Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Now, another thing is the difference between a home cooked Sunday dinner and say a Brewer's Fair Sunday dinner. Oh, roast lamb!
Well, I have not had roast lamb for a long time. It's got so expensive for lamb.
Oh, but we got one just before Easter, and Tesco's were doing them at half price. We got an absolute massive bit of lamb, leg of lamb, full leg for 15 quid.
Oh, nice.
It was half price. We used half of it for Sunday dinner, and then I made a cut of it.
On the home cooked Sunday dinners, if it's the mother-in-law that's cooking the Sunday dinner, or my homemade fry up myself, I'll go with mother-in-law Sunday dinner all the time because they're like.
I will not go Toby Carvery or anything like that anymore because they are just shite.
Toby Carvery is shit. There's a place about 20, 30 minutes drive from me, back in my hometown. I literally have to go past my old house, actually, called Berrybrook. And they do some really nice carvery. Their puddings are next level. Normally, an eclair is what? That long? Their eclairs for £5. That long.
I'm going to think you're the New York Knicks.
And I'm that tall. They are huge. And the Money
And
560.
there speaks the diabetic again, people.
I don't like eclairs. I don't really do fresh cream. Not a fan of it.
AI. I just worry about the whole Cyberdyne thing with AI. Terminator will happen. I'm all for artificial intelligence, but yeah.
Yes, John, it is. Mutual friend of mine and John's.
I do worry about them taking over the world.
Yes and no. I mean, you can always just pull the plug.
Ooh, Simon. I wonder what that is. That's intriguing. That's around AI.
Ooh. And Zippy, I've had my diabetic review this week, and actually, I've improved extremely well. So, that one was good.
Yes, that one was me.
Welcome back, Deke.
Simon, I'd love to know what's going on. I would really love to know. That does sound intriguing, as long as it's not that chuffing vending machine I saw at Expo. No, Simon, we can't add images here, but if you send them to me, by the wonders of technology and me actually making something work, I may well be able to bring them up. I've just got to log into the Facebook, remember my password, and then I should be able to bring them up. There we go. I'm really intrigued.
It took you that long to read that, Vinny?
Actually, Haley, I'll probably forward the images to you, because then it will work.
You got more chances.
This is quite good having like an editor in charge. It's like having a producer of the show. Why did I sound like Jeremy Clarkson, man? It's like having a producer.
Just make sure you don't feed him cold steak. No, you don't. You got more chance of me getting it up on the show, and I'm not even logged in.
Chris getting it up on the show.
And you say I'm dirty-minded.
You said it, not me.
You went there, thinking of my crotch again.
I'm not even going to say what was in my head then. That one wasn't me.
That was a bit slow there, Hales.
Oh, this is so weird. Not having her on the show, but having her on controls. I don't like it. It is like having someone controlling the show without me doing it. It's weird.
It's AI. They're taking control. Well, actually, no, it's not AI. It's HI.
Yeah, I've got everything ready. So we'll just wait for Simon to send these images, and then we'll have a little discussion around it. Why do you keep muting your mic, Chris? You're scaring me. What the hell? Yeah, put it back down. Oh, Jesus, what's going on? Oh, wait then. There's a link. I can't click on that link, Simon, I don't think. And Haley, go have a look on there and get that link. I'm going to do that. It won't even let me take myself off solo. I can't override. This is... I
Skynet
couldn't
is
take
happening.
myself off it.
Yeah, because she kicked me.
Ah, okay.
And I've got it open. Read more about how our biometric technology can support vape stores with the necessary tools to ensure accurate age checks are in place.
Oh.
Ooh. Provide an extra layer of protection. That is actually sounds really interesting.
Is that through facial imaging things then?
By the looks of it.
Deke, you're sounding like Chris there. I'm not. I haven't had the top part of my hair cut now for nearly 3 years. And I'm not going to start yet.
It's taking you 3 years to grow that.
Yeah. I'm
Jesus.
old, Chris.
Jeez, you are becoming bald slowly.
It is quite long though. When I washed it the other day, it was down to my nose. And I've got a big head.
We know that.
In a minute, Chris, something will flash up because Haley has gone on that link, copied it, and it'll just appear and we'll just vanish.
Yeah. I'm kind of looking at it. I'm going to keep it open for after the show and have a read of it later.
Can you give us a brief overview, Chris?
From what the little I've read, it's basically they're going to start using an AI as a way of age checking people when they come in vape stores. By the looks of it, it looks from what I can see on the pictures. I haven't really read it yet. It looks like it's some kind of kiosk or like a tablet device that's on a desk, maybe.
You see, for me though, the issue isn't vape stores; it's your convenience shops. So, if this actually works and is accurate, then surely, imagine getting something actually written into law for that.
Right, there is a little blurb.
You could spread it across, couldn't you? You could cover cigarettes, you could cover alcohol and everything.
Well, this is a little something I was just reading as I was scanning through. My checker from Innovative Technology is a standalone solution ideal for retailers selling age-restricted goods, such as vapes. Already being utilised in a number of convenience stores, it is equipped with a camera and a screen that predicts a customer's age quickly and completely anonymously.
And just read what Simon's just said there. It's been upgraded next week to also read ID.
Ooh.
And identify fakes. That is epic.
That is really good.
Yeah, I agree, Simon, with what you said earlier. That is going to be a massive game changer. It needs to be made law, though. Yeah, Zippy's just gone vending machines. It is reminding me very much of the vending machine thing we saw in Expo.
Where
the guy said the age verifying thing is through camera technology and facial recognition. And when I argued, but I could grow a beard when I was 14, he didn't really have anything to come back to. I think he thought I was a bit of a dick, actually.
Probably was. But that is true. I do see school kids with mustaches and shit, and I'm like, how the
yeah. My 15-year-old can grow a tash. I only realised the other week that he was nicking my razor because I went to use it and there's loads of hair stuck in it. The little bastard hadn't fucking washed it out. Went and bought him his own, Chris. I sorted that out.
Did you get him a Gillette?
No, did I? I got him a supermarket own.
Poor bastard.
It's still bum fluff, man. You don't need a proper razor yet.
Just get a bit of bloody gaffer tape, he'll be fine. Yeah.
I've got a cat. The cat could probably get it off for him.
I'll rub a bit of milk on it.
That sounds epic, Simon. If that really does work, that could well solve so many things. But it needs to be made law. It's great having the technology to do that, but it needs to be put into law. Because, like I said, they can do that across the board. Everything that's age restricted.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's quick.
Especially, say,
guessing
like
it-
in a supermarket, they could actually have the beer behind, say, a lock that anyone can access to, but if they pass the age verification on the device, and then
No,
they can go and get it.
just do it at the till, Chris. Just do it at the till. Out in the shop, it wouldn't make much sense. Just have them at the tills.
But it's also adding extra security to stop people from stealing the beer as well.
Well, yeah. That'd put me off going in there and buying it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, but people like me and you wouldn't have a problem because it would verify that we are over the age of 21 or 25 as it is now.
It sounds epic, Simon. That sounds such a step in the right direction. Thank you very much for sharing with us tonight. That is mental.
Predicted it will be a massive positive.
And even charge it straight to your account as well. Jesus Christ. This is Cyberdyne, isn't it? Good Lord, we're going to start paying for stuff with our eyes and stuff, aren't we? Mental.
See,
Jesus,
I don't
you think about it. You can use it on websites.
See, as Hal's just said, there are shoes in America that just use AI and everything is charged to your account. I don't like that idea because why someone nicks your shoes and starts buying shit?
Won't be your shoes. That'll be a typo, Chris. It'll be there are stores in America that just use AI. Shops.
There we go. Yeah, but even then, I like the fact that I can use cash or a card if I haven't got the cash on me. I am one of them ones. I do like cash.
You see, I'm very aware of the charges of using cards in shops as well. Because your tenner that they get isn't a tenner, is it? By the time they've paid commission charges for using the machine and things like that. And I do like to deal in cash. Oh, Jesus. Now, there's a question, Simon.
I'd probably say about 20 grand. With all the latest technology and everything, I'd probably say. Well, Sydney's naturally, I'd say about 20 grand.
No, I think it'll be a lot cheaper than that.
That's what I was just about. But because he's asking, he's probably saying about 200 quid. Something really stupidly cheap like that.
Yeah. All them comments are very accurate. Also, a mini version. Simon has the main version at till. And a mini version direct. That's wise, Simon. That is so wise. So wise. I don't think they'll be that expensive, Chris. Because you think if it's say 20 grand, like you've just said, that rules out small vendors.
Mm-hmm.
This thing if this is as good as it seems like it will be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You think of numbers it'll sell.
Oh God, yes.
So I'd go probably a lot cheaper. Yeah, I agree. It does. Yeah, budgeting cash is a lot easier than card.
And also, it could lead to the way it is in China. There's a social structure in China.
Right.
It's basically, if you've got a low social score, you can't travel on buses and things like that. You can't even go abroad. There's certain things you can't buy. They will block your account. And if you become a certain point, they will lock you out of all your accounts.
That's because it's communist, though, Chris, more than anything.
Yeah, but like shit like that, I don't like the idea of. It's like, hang on. So if my employer decides I'm a bad person, they can lock me out of my own account, and my family's starved because I've had to called my employer a complete cunt, which is more likely with me.
I'm going back to Simon's thing. I reckon a mini will probably cost about 500 quid, and a big one probably about £1,000, because possibly, you just think of numbers it could potentially sell worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Jesus Christ, it's even cheaper than our third.
See, I was quite close then as well. 200 quid.
Yeah, I completely agree,
Yeah.
Simon. It needs to be law. It just needs to be law that every shop that sells age-restricted things, that
probably why they release
so many issues. So many issues. I mean, you're still going to get the crook vendors that probably turn the machine off. Let's be honest.
That's where maybe it should be integrated into a locking system. Whereas if that machine is turned off, you cannot access the items inside. until it's turned back on.
That's actually a good point, Chris. Jesus Christ.
You're talking about technology and things like that. I do kind of like technology.
Yeah, you do get your little boner with that sort of thing, don't you?
Yes. Mostly old school technology, but still, I do quite like new technology as well.
I love the little yes.
Vinny incoming.
Excuse me while I get incoming. Zippy said I need to get Simon on as a guest. Zippy, I tried to get Simon on a guest many a time. Unfortunately, Simon's a little bit camera shy, but that would be an epic thing to get somebody on about. Totally. Simon is camera shy, doesn't like this sort of thing, unfortunately. But that's massive. Not just for vaping, just in general. Holy shit. A little bit mind blown, actually. All the shit that... No, I haven't seen a floor plan for Expo yet, Mark. Fucking hell.
Have you seen how little the Coke you're going to get, Mark?
Simon, if you ever do want to come on air, you are always welcome. You know that anyway. I've said that many a time, but I understand why you don't as well. But I wouldn't mind knowing who's behind it and getting them on, because that's... Oh, Mr. Lawrence. It's a shame you're so far away, Simon, because I would love to come and see that.
Yeah.
The shop is in Brighton, by the way. Quick Vape Worthing is in Brighton. We've done LXV reviews of Simon's Juice and things before.
Yes,
and
I was just thinking I actually quite enjoyed them.
Yeah. Oh no, Mark's gutted. I can't believe you're looking at Expo stuff, Mark.
There's no Dodgems.
I still
don't know. There's nobody really went.
No, I'm too afraid of getting stuck, Chris.
I am afraid
me and you in one Dodger. Now that'd have been hilarious.
It ain't gonna move. It being two on the floor, it'd be like, oh. Anyway, I'd be the one driving. I don't trust your granddad driving.
You won't be able to move your arms.
You wouldn't be able to move the fucking steering wheel with our bellies on it.
No, exactly. Oh, Simon.
Ooh. Does that come with stipulations that Vinny kind of puts his hand in his pocket tonight?
I don't need hooking anymore, Chris. All right, I want a Drag 4, the wooden one. LXV meetup.
You know, we might be able to get the LXV engraved into it as well for you.
Say that again.
He might be able to get the LXV engraved into the wood for you as well.
It's not real wood, Chris. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock.
Oh, now Hales is piping up. LXV road trip to Brighton. How far away is Chuff in Brighton?
You have a look for me. No, that's photos.
One question. Don't fully understand.
One question. I don't understand.
Yeah, but it just depends on store integrities if it done it, and I suppose if it does get written into law that every age verified product. Simon's really trying to tempt us into. Oh. I've never been to Brighton, and I've always wanted to go.
Yes, I've never been, and I do want to go.
I'm a massive fan of Quadrophenia, so yeah.
I just want to go see that Chucky Wacky Doodah shop. If you remember that show,
a vape night at Quick Vape. Oh.
Well, mine to Brighton Beach is 3 hours 8 minutes.
It's a lot longer for me, mate.
Yeah.
As Mark. Mark, you're not invited. Go away. That could be. Evening, honey. Oh, Simon, Mr. Lawrence. It would have to be
4
later on in the year.
For you, Vinny, 4 hours and 32 minutes.
Oh, I'm just trying to think of
That's
logistics.
at this time of night, and you've got to hit the M25.
Yeah, I know. I have looked at the journey before, and I know last time I looked at it in daytime hours, it was just about 5 hours.
And that is literally from your address, by the way.
Stalker much?
No, I just saved your address. So when we do some
Mark's 8 hours, 20 minutes. Simon, you've...
Oh, even I have to hit the M25.
Oh, Simon, yes. Yes.
But I should be all right if I pass my test by then. Because I can just go straight through the traffic and just laugh at all you lot stuck in it.
Oh, well, we're on the live.
And Vinny's having orgasms over the idea of going to Brighton Beach.
No, there's something as well that me and Simon need to talk about again and reignite. Let's just say that could be a distinct possibility.
Flight to Gatwick or saying cheapest
I don't
chips.
know if I can fly from one side to either.
Oh, fucking expensive. Yes, they are.
A flight? Now that would be quite cool.
It'd take you even longer.
No, it won't.
Wait, what? Because you don't forget you got security check-in. You got check-in, security to go through.
Up beside the airport's like a shed, mate. Oh.
How isn't it zip?
Let's just say it's a distinct possibility that towards the latter part of the... I can't do it this side of
Christmas.
Probably Expo. Oh, as much as I'm very tempted to. Let's just leave that in the air. An LXV joint vape night with quick vape whirling could be... yes.
And you're lucky as well, because if I'm able to make it, I have a laptop that I run when I do the show that I use. So I could actually bring this with me and hook it up to his internet and use the camera.
That means giving you access then. I am in the I will be updating and getting a laptop for this soon. Or record it. That's a very good point, Hales. Or record it.
Could
rather
be.
than do live.
So that'll be most of me cut out of it then.
Of course. Chris, you know my editing skills. No, it wouldn't.
That is true.
Or we could just live stream it.
That's what I was on about with my laptop.
Honey, me and a microlight.
Yeah. Me or Vinny in a microlight, that ain't getting off the ground for shit. Even if he hits a ramp. Even if you get something to tow it and drag it up, it's just gonna go poof.
Oh, Simon, LXV pre-Christmas could be very much a possibility. Let's just leave that there. We will have chats, and that could be quite good. That could be a distinct possibility. And I think on that note, we should probably wrap up because before I totally commit us and we end up going to Brighton. I think, yes, I need to, Simon. That's for sure. I definitely need to come and see you face to face and have a chat and meet you. We will discuss that, and that could be a distinct possibility pre-Christmas. So Chris, it's that time of night, my friend. Let's say good night and
If it's your birthday, happy birthday.
thank you very much, Chris. Save me some breath. Good night, people. Hit the like button, those that are still here. Simon, I will be messaging you shortly. Good
You'll
night,
be
everybody.
literally
Take
ending
care.
the show straight to Simon.
Yeah, much love.